This is my next project. I've got an ice machine, ice maker in my refrigerator. It's pretty standard. You can buy these kits at Home Depot or online. They generally cost about $60, and they work, or at least they have been. I bought 2 or 3 of these over the last few years, and they work really well when you first install them. But then after 6 months, they start not producing ice as much. They still work, they just don't produce as much. I'm going to try and experiment. This is just something off the top of my head. I'm going to install a switch that basically shorts the thermostat so that it will force a cycle of the ice. That way I can keep ice going even though the thermostat is not telling it to. Other possibilities are, first of all, the thermostat itself could be bad, and that's what I suspect is the case. It could be bad connections going to this labyrinth of circuitry of wiring back here, this maze of connectivity. Also, if it's making a bad connection, it could also be the thermal paste that connects the thermostat to the tray may not be sufficient, but I don't think that's the case, because when I took this apart, it was literally stuck to it. So I don't think that thermal couple is a problem. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to install a switch that basically shorts the thermostat, and that way I can cycle the ice without having to wait for the thermostat to get cold enough. And this is just an experiment to see what it does. I'll be back. I've added a switch to the top of this housing that covers the mechanics of the ice maker, and I got some jumpers from Harbor Freight, and I took one of them and I cut it to length so that it should not have any extra wire to interfere with the rotation of this wheel. I'm going to be rounding one of them straight up to the switch that's going to end up in this area, and then the other wire is going to wrap around like this to get to the other terminal of the switch. And so every time I push the switch, which is here, every time I push that switch, that's going to short the thermostat and cause the ice maker to start a cycle, a harvest cycle. And I'm going to use that as a way to keep ice going when the thermostat's not doing its job well. So here's the ice machine, ice maker with my installed button, and I'll just push that button whenever I want to start the harvest cycle. Alright, so I've got my ice machine installed, and I've already pressed the button and it's already gone through one cycle. So I will see if this helps me get more ice.